Maxine Gamer 34 here. What's today? Today's October 7th, 2013. Alright, so in case you guys didn't know, alright, I don't know if I ever said this in a video, but I'm a sneaker enthusiast. How many pairs do I have right now? And now I have 27 or 28, I believe. And yeah. Alright, so here's my latest pickup. Jordan 11 Low IE. I kind of customized them a little bit, you know. This used to be like this. Now it's all blue. You can still kind of see some imprint or elephant print, whatever it's called. Of course, I still need to clean them up. I found these at a Goodwill actually. You know, I think I've said this in a video, but I'm a huge fan of thrift shopping. You know, I honestly love thrift shopping. And this weekend, well, today's Monday, so the weekend I just finished was really, really crazy. I mean, so I'm going to the swap meet, and you know my grandfather is gonna pick up some things. I don't know, it's just random shit you find at the swap meet. So I'm like, see, I went along just because I wanted to get out of the house. So I'm like, alright, cool. And then, you know, swap meets you always find like sneaker stores, but they usually sell like fake Jordans, like for outrageously expensive prices. So once I saw the Cavs 4s, I mean, they were obviously fake. The tongue was really low, so tongue supposed to be kind of like this on the Jordan 4s. Yeah, it's actually higher than that, a lot higher than this. The tongue was like this, just like that. And he said, "I'll give them to you for $100." Like, the fuck is wrong with you? So I said, "No, thanks, I'll pass." You know, I didn't really want to exploit him, I guess, in front of everyone. He did have a bunch of fake stuff there. He even had the Jordan high heels. God, it's cold. If you're like a little shiver in my voice, I'm sorry. It's just really cold right now. You know, it's starting to get cold. It's like a beginning of fall. And I live in the desert, so it's not a really good sign. Anyway, I was going to the swap meet, and so I was sitting there. That they usually sell fake stuff. I see, like way in the background, I see a little like shack. No, it's like one of those shipping containers. It's this swap meet where they have a bunch of shipping containers, and you got stuff inside there that they're selling. So at the very corner, at the very out of the corner of my eye, and then like you just see at the way end, a place called Danny's Shoes. Alright, I'll go check it out. Why not? So I go in there thinking this person is probably gonna have like a bunch of fake Nikes and some shit from China. Maybe some freaking Jordans with the Gucci symbol on the back instead of the Jumpman. So I'm like, I walk in. First thing I freaking see, I like see the Black Tongue Fire Red 5s from 2013. Just sitting there on a shelf. I walk in there, I see him, I'm like, what the Fuck. So I'm like freaking out right now. In this moment and when I found them. They're just sitting there mocking me because I tried so hard to get them when they released. Like I woke up at 6 in the morning and then I got dressed real quick. I went to the mall. There was a huge crowd. Like at Foot Locker, Finish Line, Foot Action, and just any store that had the Fire at Fives. I'm freaking out because, and then the attendant comes to, like, all right, well, like I grabbed the Fire at Fives off the shelf. They're size 12. He's like, all right, what size do you need this? I'm like, I need a size 9. He's like, oop, we only have a size 8 and 3 size 12s, and the smallest I can go is an 11 and a half. That's exactly what he told me. The biggest I can wear is maybe a 10 and a half. But that, I'm like, fuck. And so that was at Foot Locker. Now I go to Finish Line. The smallest size they have is an 11. So I'm like, alright, making progress. So I go to Foot Action, completely sold out. I'm like, fuck this. Let's just go home. Went home, I was depressed for the rest of the day. And I was just like in a bad mood. So that was when they released. I mean, those shit sold out fast. They went. So I go home. So after that, I go to Las Cruces. I end up getting the Reebok questions. I shouldn't have said that. So disregard that. I end up going out of town. So there's just I just went to in place where I went. There's not people aren't that much into sneakers, except that they're like a really really hot release, which the Fire Red Fives were. Now I go there. There's pretty much nothing. I mean, just what you see regularly: Jordan SC1s, Flights. I don't know, it's just a bunch of kicks that I'm not interested in. So I ended up grabbing the Reebok questions, the black and gold ones. So after that, I just go home. Then, that was when? That was 3 months ago. 3 or 4 months ago. Advanced 3 to 4 months. Alright, so I got a bunch of new kicks. Back then, I think I only had like 19 pairs. No, 23 pairs. And 3 or 4 months later, I have 28. And in that time frame, I spent exactly $185 and a bunch of sneakers. So yeah, so the day right before I went to the swap meet, I had just spent, or the week before actually, I had just spent $50. No, not that much. 35. I had just spent $35. And day right after, I go to the swap meet, and these girls wanted to give me a bikini car wash. I'm like, no, thank you. But no, I just go there, walk into the freaking shipping container. Let me tell you every single shoe that was there. Fire Red Fives, Black Tongue, Playoff 8s, Bugs Bunny 8s. Freaking, oh my god, I'm freaking out right now. I didn't even look past the third shelf because I was just so, like, freaked out that the Fire Red Fives were there. And I held them in my hand and I could do nothing about it. I'm just like, so the least I could do is try them on, and I tried them on, and if you feel shit on your feet, I mean, if you put any Jordan that you missed out on because you couldn't get and you couldn't, and After that, you feel hopeless. You say, I'm never gonna get this shoe for over retail. I mean, the cheapest you can find them is at least 200. No, there's nothing you can do to get that shoe. And then you find that. I mean, it's I mean, just I mean, it's just like sitting there mocking you. I mean, I honestly didn't like the Fire Red Fives when they came out. Then I held them in my hand, like because I don't know, I wasn't really too fond of them. Like, I mean, I did go to. That's why I didn't camp out. I mean, I don't think they let you camp out here. I don't know. But that's why I didn't camp out. That's why I think, oh, this isn't gonna be too hot to release. So I'll just wake up early in the morning and I'll go. So then, when I set my mind on something, like I'm gonna get it. So I look in every store, nothing, and then to just have it sitting there, and worse, she had like three shelves full of them, like all of them. At least two shelves were in a size 9 or 9.5. I'm just like, and the rest were 8.5. I'm just like, fuck. I went home. I didn't say anything for the rest of the day. I just sat there in my room, almost cried, lied down, try not to cry really hard. And then Sunday comes, nothing happens. Today comes, I'm making this vlog, and I don't know. I just really don't know what to say. I mean, I've told you everything that happens. I'm pretty sure it's been pretty entertaining for you. But I'm gonna get them. And she said she gonna get the Taxi 12s. So I'm either gonna get the Taxi 12s or the Fire Red 5s. I have to. I have to. And I'm just freaking out because I would never have expected them to have been there. And they were dead stock in the box with tissue paper and everything. They had the freaking shoe inserts. I'm gonna get them. I have to. God. See, this was my face. This was my face when I saw him. Alright. So, that's been that. I got a little overexcited there, but oh well. MG34 out.